minha vida por inteira no mundo.
I feel like this is the first time that I actually dealt with my problems and treated this trip as a reward, as something that I just want to take a trip. Like, I just want to go. I want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy my time. I've been struggling a little bit, but I feel like right now everything is starting to shift and I'm really coming back on track with my things. But of course, as always, every time after a bit of a rough period, I booked a trip again and I'm in Valencia right now. I'm having such a good time with some friends that I actually just met, and they are hosting me, and they are the sweetest people ever, and I just enjoy my time here so much. I know that I needed some time away. It's the best thing for my mental health that I can do, to just go away for a bit and visit a new place or revisit the places that I always want to come back to, like Lisbon. I'm also gonna be going to Lisbon next week, which I'm really excited about. I'm gonna see my friends. I'm sitting in this beautiful, huge park. Yesterday I passed almost my whole day here. I can't believe that this is the weather almost at the end of October. I really love it here. I wanted to make this video and kind of treat this trip and the video about this trip as a form of like self-reflection, and in a way trying to kind of figure out a lot of stuff about myself that I've been learning. And I feel like the last few months have been a big transformation for me in the way I perceive myself. I feel like this is the first time that I actually dealt with my problems and treated this trip as a reward, as something that I just want to take a trip. Like, I just want to go. I want to enjoy myself. I want to enjoy my time. I feel like I'm treating it as a rest and kind of like a reward for myself for all the struggles and like all the difficulties that I've been through in the last few months. I feel like all the trips that I booked before and all the trips that I ever went, they always felt like a sort of escape. Like, I was always trying to escape from something. And I was booking these trips because I felt like that's the only way for me to get out of this and escape and go away and leave again. It feels good to see this switch in my mindset. This is something that I haven't really talked about before in the travel videos that I made, but I feel like it's such a big part of at least my experience with traveling and like with solo traveling especially, that it's important to include it, because like of course everything online looks beautiful and funny and happy and like everything seems amazing and like no struggles because you're traveling. But of course you can travel and you can be on the other side of the world in the most beautiful place you've ever seen, but you cannot escape from yourself and you cannot escape from the problems that you have, because they are going to follow you. You're there with yourself and you spend your whole time with yourself. And if you're struggling in your home country or wherever you're living, you're also gonna struggle in Thailand or Italy or wherever you want to go on a trip. So it's just such a great feeling to finally kind of switch my mindset on the way that I'm treating this trip and me solo traveling again, maybe a bit shorter than usually. It's something that I've been working on for a long time. And of course, it's still a long journey, like learning about yourself and me learning about how I am and who I am. It's a lifelong process, and I don't think you ever feel like you reach the end and that's it, that's where you stop learning, because you learn your whole life, and that's okay. And that's like part of, I think, the most beautiful part about just living and feeling good with yourself. I really feel like sharing my reflections that I'm having during this trip, because I've been journaling a lot, but I feel like I really want to share it because it's something that I learned about myself, is that I love sharing this stuff with people, and it's something that I didn't consider that I can do, and I didn't think that I was capable of that. But I want to do it, and it feels so good doing it. So yeah, I wanna share it with the world, and maybe someone has been going through some similar stuff, and it's gonna help them or feel more understood. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy Valencia. I'm planning to do some sketching, some drawings, and also use this trip as getting out of my art block that I've been having for quite some time now because of the university. It was caused by university and the amount of work that I had to do. So yeah, now I feel like I'm getting out of this art block that I've been having, and I can get back to making art and feeling more artistic again and sharing my art with the world. This trip, it's really kind of like a closing and an opening chapter for me, because after this trip I'm gonna start my dream course in university I got in, and I'm gonna start studying fashion design in Italy. And it's something that that has been in the back of my mind for so long. Like this whole year I passed it thinking, am I gonna get in, am I not gonna get in, what is gonna happen if I'm not gonna get in, like what are my options, was I meant to be here, was I meant to be somewhere else, like all these thoughts in my head. It's been a big part of my life preparing that, and now that I finally know it's done, I got in, I'm there. I feel like this trip is kind of closing. Like, of course, I'm not gonna stop traveling. Like, I know that I'm still gonna travel a lot, but I know that it's not gonna be that possible as it was for me in the last 2 years when I basically spent almost 2 years traveling like all the time. So now I'm gonna be a bit limited by, of course, starting university. Feels good to have some more stability and to kind of have something that it makes my days, something that I actually have to go and do that. And it feels a bit scary, of course. I don't feel anxious about it, but it's the thought of being so committed to one thing for the next 3 years. It's scaring me a bit, but I know that it's something that I want to do. So yeah, this trip, it's kind of like a closing and a starting point of my uni life, of my gap years, and this time of my life when traveling is just has been like the main thing. Yeah, so I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to be in a new city that I never saw before, and I love it so much. I'm happy to see my friends, and I'm happy to meet new friends, and yeah, it just makes me feel really excited about life. And every time I come back to travel with my backpack, it just feels like I'm myself. Like every time I put on my backpack and I get on the 4 a.m. Ryanair flight, it feels like me. It feels so much like this is what I am supposed to do. Like this is what I've been made for. So yeah, it's funny how things change. But yeah, it's a new chapter, it's something new, and I'm excited about it. Thank you so much for supporting me. And right now, I'm really gonna be consistent. I'm really gonna put work into the YouTube thing and really post videos because I feel like it's something that I really love doing, and I just love sharing my thoughts and my art and my travels with the world. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon.